Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Comeback TV. I'm your host, Gus El Terrible. Just kidding, I'm wonderful. Today we're going to be interviewing a really cool, important guest, Marcus. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Laura DiGalbo. She did a webinar for us back in May of 2016. I can't believe it's 2017 already.
I know, me either.
I'm like still writing 2016 on things. Are you still doing that?
I am.
Okay,
I am.
I think I might be doing that into May of this year. But anyway, you did a webinar for us on college academic accommodations for students with mental health conditions, and we wanted to kind of rope you in and ask you a few more questions if that's okay with you.
Great, glad to be roped.
Basically, we want us to tell us a little bit about yourself, who are you, where do you work, what's your expertise, things like that.
Okay. I am Laura DiGalbo. I have a private practice in consulting, speaking, and teaching around disability-related issues, in specific around working with folks with psychiatric or mental health conditions.
This guy.
To assist especially in transition to adulthood experiences like college and employment. I consult around the country with colleges and universities. I consult with families. I teach graduate school. And in the past, in my past life, I worked for 36 long and wonderful years in the vocational rehabilitation system in Connecticut, where I had been working with folks with all disabilities, but I really felt committed to working with folks with mental health conditions, and so have spent probably the last 25 years doing that work.
Wow.
In 1980, many years before you were born, I had the opportunity to do a psychiatric rehabilitation fellowship in Boston, and at that time, Bill Anthony was starting the Boston University supported education model. And so I became really interested in how we can support folks with mental health conditions, not in terms of symptom reduction, because that's what the medical folks do, but more in terms of academic success, and then transitioning from college into the world of work. And so I did some work with him there. After that, I started doing it for the Connecticut Bureau of Rehabilitation Services. And then when I retired from there in 2009, I just started a private practice mostly with colleges and universities, when they would have students who have psychiatric disorders and mental health conditions to come and spend time helping them understand how to provide academic accommodations.
Or if you could give like here's, Laurie's secret sauce to making it in college for someone like me, what do you think that like easy to do, kind of, not easy to do, but kind of concise, this is how you kind of get it done.
Little recipe to get it done.
Recipe to get it done.
The 4 things you need to know. You need to know your disorder. You need to know what your strengths are for learning, things that would be helpful for you to learn best. And you have to know that it is your responsibility to talk about your disability and to talk about your strengths and to talk about those. Your provider, your support person, or your family cannot do that for you in the college setting. Here's the catch though. The college is required to take whole, to swallow whole, to absolutely believe the disability and the limitations, because college folks are not medical professionals. But the accommodation piece, where you say these are the things I think that would be most helpful for me, is truly not up to your provider, because they don't work in a college, they're medical folks. It's designed by the college. So if you come to me with a list of accommodations that you would like, I at the college have the ability to, as long as I address remediation of the limitation, so as long as if you're really anxious, I address the anxiety, I don't have to give you the exact accommodation you ask for, but I do have to address and remediate for or make better the issue that you're presenting and focus on your strength. So one kind of accommodation is how we teach. A second category of accommodations is how students can demonstrate learning. So you can demonstrate learning by, for example, if the professors only want papers written and you're not a good writer, you might have an accommodation that would say, instead of writing a thesis, you could meet with the professor and have a structured conversation, much like you and I are having now, which would show your ability to have learned the information.
All right, so I just got bombed with a truth knowledge, what would I call it? Truth missile, truth bomb, I don't know. Weapon of mass education. Thank you, Laurie, for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been
great. Thank you for sharing all this information. We really want to get this out to folks because even just speaking from personal experience, this is a lot of information. But if you can kind of stick through this video and really check it, check this all out and really think about it, it could be very helpful. If you have any ideas, questions, suggestions, please, like always, like, subscribe, comment, send us emails, questions. I give you my cell phone number, but Marcus is no longer lending me money, and so I haven't paid my phone bill this month. But you can still leave a comment. And remember, guys, you too deserve a comeback. Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you. Take care.